Hi, Cindy. This is for you. So Cinderella's at the ball, and the prince spots her. The stepsisters are bowing to him, but he sees her across the room. He walks towards her, and they know, and everyone's turning. The king is nearly asleep, but then there's like, Saya, look, he's found a girl. And then he comes, and then he asks Cinderella to dance, and they're like, this is love. And then and Lady Tremaine, her stepmother, is all like, oh, she's not, she looks mighty familiar, doesn't she? And then, as they dance through the night away, this is love, love. They're sitting by the bridge, and they're about to kiss, and then the clock goes, oh my, what's the matter? Says the prince. I have to go now. It's midnight. And he goes, wait, what's the big hurry? He goes, the prince. I haven't met the prince. The prince? But don't you know I am? Goes the clock. She goes, goodbye. Wait, hold on, wait. I don't even know your name. How will I ever find you? Goodbye. And the prince tries to get through the curtain, but all the girls crowd him. And they say, oh, he can't get through. And then they're all, and then the queen's like, oh, wait, she's going. What is she's going? Duke, stop her! It's like, miss. He goes, miss. And then she runs down the stairs. And her slipper falls off. Oh, but she can't go. She can't. She's gotta go. And he stopped. Miss. He picks up the slipper and then runs towards. Miss, you forgot your slipper. And then she runs into the carriage. Quick, back to the house. And they run. The horse is chained. And they're and he's like, find her, stop her, and then they launch out the horses to go chase her, and then she's running in the carriage, and then soon the carriage starts turning orange, and then her hair starts coming out, and her dress starts turning shredded again, and then it really turns into a pumpkin with vines and stuff, and then and then the horses turn back into Gus and Jacques, and they're all like, the mice, and they're like, what? We're back to, and then Cinderella's just sitting on the pumpkin with Bruno and the horse, and then they get up and they see the horses, and they run right over the pumpkin, and the pumpkin's all smashed, and then she's like, oh, it was so wonderful. But how will I? But it's not like I can. Cinderella, look, says Jacques, and it was like, oh, it's the slipper. She still has it on her foot. She lifts it up. Oh, thank you so much. To her fairy godmother, she looks up happily, and then the next day, and then the Grand Duke is like, oh, how will I tell the king? And then he goes to the king's sire, and then the king's like, he's sleeping, and he's dreaming about his grandchildren. He's giving them a big little horsey ride, and then one of them starts bonking him on the head. Boom, 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 boom. What? It's the door. Sire! Oh, Grand Duke, this is fantastic news! My princess finally finds a bride! It's like Sire! Oh, dance with me, man! Dance with me! Oh, this is wonderful news! Grandchildren shall be on the way, but Sire, I gotta tell you something! I shall knight you, my dear boy. Kneel! But Sire, kneel! Okay. All right. From this day forth, I shall knight you, and puts the sword next to his shoulder and goes, I shall knight you, what name would you prefer? And the Duke goes, she got away. And he goes, sir, she got away. That's an order. She got away! You blundering punk! Sire, I tried to find out a likely story. He chops the table in half. Sire, I'm trying to find her. He goes on hops on the bed. Boing, Sire! When they bounce on the bed, and he goes, oh, you traitor! Boing, that's what I said. Oh, he tries to slice the beginning. You'll take, oh, sir! Boing! The prince wants to find this girl. How will they find her? It's a slipper. This was the last thing she had. He wants to find the girl, boy, who owns this slipper. What? He wants to marry her? And he goes, yes. And he goes onto the chandelier. He says, if whoever fits this slipper, he will marry her. And the king gets on the chandelier himself. That is it. He cuts the chandelier and they fall. This holding up the slipper. This is how we'll find that girl. But sire, this shoe should fit any number of girls. And the king's like, that's his problem. He goes, no, sire, I will not do it. And he puts the slipper on the sword. The king holds it up to his nose and goes, I find the girl that this belongs to, and if I ever made them in the kingdom, and if the shoe fits, bring her in. Yes, sire. The next day, the king makes an announcement. The flag the townsfolk are seeing. It says, whoever owns this slipper shall be worn by every maiden of the kingdom until whoever it fits shall marry the prince. And then Lady Tremaine comes into her daughters who are asleep or sleeping, and they're like, oh, girls, wake up! This is wonderful news. He goes, oh, wake up? What for? Oh, well, the prince is who is planning to marry a maiden who owns the glass slipper that was worn last night. And she's like, oh, well, what do we have to do it for if it belongs to this girl? No. He just gives us a chance. Whoever he marries will be the one to wear this slipper. And then Gus is like, and Gus is like, that's Cinderella. That's like, shut up, Gus. And then Cinderella comes in with the tea and bread and overhears what Lady Tremaine is saying and about whoever this slipper fits shall marry the prince. And then she's like, and the are like, the prince, and they marry the prince, and Cinderella's like, marry the prince. drops the tray of tea, and she's they're like, you clumsy fool, pick that up. And she's like, girls, we must get ready. And then the sisters are running around. And he's like, oh my God, hey, get this clothes, Cinderella, give me this clothes. And then Cinderella's in a dreamlike state, and they're like, and then they're throwing the clothes on her. This one's fit me, and it's like, it's Cinderella. It's like, and she's like, oh, you're right, we must get ready. And then she tosses the clothes back to them and goes, gotta get dressed. And they're like, mother, did you see what? And she's like, shh. The stepmother, he whizzes over her, looks at Cinderella, waving on, singing her song. This is the... Lady Tremaine puts her finger to her cheek and gives a glare, and she knows who you are. And then Cinderella goes up to her room. Lady Tremaine follows her, and then Jacques is like, no, Cinderella. And then Cinderella's in her room, brushing her hair, and then Lady Tremaine comes up behind her. She sees her in the mirror, and she's like, oh, and then Lady Tremaine closes and locks the door. And then he's like, no, you can't keep me in here. No, please let me out, please let me out. And Lady Tremaine smiles and puts the key in her pocket and then walks away, and she's like, no, please, you can't fit me in here, please let me out. And John got it. I'm like, no, we gotta have Cinderella. And the Grand Duke, he's asleep. He's been up all morning getting the slipper to the girl, and he's like, the next house. And then Jacques gets to say, the Grand Duke is here. We gotta have Cinderella. And then Lady Tremaine opens. Oh, the Grand Duke, I am so pleasured you're here. And then he's like, oh yes, quite, madam. I would like you to meet my two beautiful daughters. And he's like, yes, quite. And Jacques and Gus are sneaking up to it's like, the key is in her pocket. And it's like, anyway, whoever this who belongs to the prince is looking for the lady, whoever this slipper fits. And it's like, why, that's my slipper. And Dora's like, no, that's my slipper. Oh, it wouldn't fit you. Yes, it would. And the guy who's holding the pillow with the slipper's like, and it's like, and then girls, please, let us behave. Let's see, these are the ones of my daughters. We're happy to try. He goes, please continue, Grand Duke. And then the Grand Duke's like, yes, see, by order of the king. And then Jack and Gus are getting to the car. It's in her pocket, and they're trying to grab it. But then Lady Tremaine moves, and then Jack falls in. He has the keys on top of him. He's like, and then she reaches into the grip and grips. Oh, he grabs the key. And then he grabs the key. And then she puts it back down. He nearly slips it out. And the guy's still talking. All of this is henceforth, and they barrel about to get the key out, and the guy says, like trying to help him, and then he falls into the key shop. Oh, God! And he's like, oh, they're very lovely, dude. Now, would you care for some tea? And then he's like, and then Gus is like, oh, the tea! It's about to pour out of me! He's like, tea? Oh no, thank you. I'm fine. And he's like, whoa! And they're like, anyway, let's proceed with this shit. I was like, I will go first. And Anastasia, she slips it onto her feet. It's like, oh, you see? It fits. I knew it. It's the same size I always wear. Lifts her foot up, and it's only on the top of her foot. It fits. Last night. And then the guy's like, you just haven't tried hard enough. Put it on. And then the guy holding the bell's like, trying to ping, ting, 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 put it on. And the guy says, get the key. Get the key. And they're getting up to the stairs. They have to lift it up the stairs. And then Anastasia's kicking the pedal guy. He's like, boing, you're just not trying hard. He's getting bounced against the piano. Boing, 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 boing. And they get it up the stairs. They get up the stairs. And then Ladies and Man's like, okay, that's enough. It's like, and then that's like, girls, we must be. And then the Duke is like, okay, we will try the other girl. And then they're finally, okay, Gus says, we're finally with the key at the stairs. And we gotta get up there. And then Gus sees it's a bunch more flight of stairs. And he's like, ugh. No, we gotta get the key. And Cinderella was like still by the door, in which she like, Cinderella. She looks through the keyhole, and it's like, oh, Chuck, Gus, you got the key. You got the key. It's like, and it's like, and they're like about to slip it under the door, and then Lucifer puts a cup on top of them, and then he's like, no, Lucifer, and Lucifer's like, he's like, no, Lucifer, you rotten cat, no, let him go. It's Bruno, Gus, go get Bruno. And then like, get Bruno. And then the birds, go get Bruno. And then the birds go chirp. And Bruno's like sleeping on the ground, and they're like pulling up his ears. And meanwhile.
Oh, the dogs.
And meanwhile,
get the slipper.
Meanwhile, the other sister's like, I know this one is mine. Oh, you see, it fits. Her foot is all bent inside. It fits, but her foot is only bent, and voink, no, the shoe flies off. Voink, ooh, and the guy's grabbing the pillow, and oh, dang, it's like, so, oh, I'm very sorry, Grace. Quite right, madam. Accidents happen, and then Bruno was chasing the birds up the stairs, and then Lucifer sees like, and then he's like, chases Lucifer, and Lucifer gets up on the window, and Bruno barks at him, and Lucifer falls out of the window. And presumably lands on his feet. Then then they get the cup off of Gus, who's still holding the key. And they're like, Gus. And then he's like, no. And he's like, Gus. Oh, he's okay. It's like, Cinderella, here's the key. It's like, oh, thank you. You get the key. And then Grand Duke is like, I'm assuming there's no other girls here. And he goes, nope, that's all, says Lady Germain. And then Cinderella's like, wait. I would like to try it on, and then the Grand Duke holds up his monocle and is like, oh, slipper. Why? What a lovely sight. Slipper. And what a lovely sight. He goes like, oh, and the lady's like, oh, it's just a trick. And then it's just like, you know how maids are. And it's like, the king said every girl. It's like, the slipper. And he's like, and then Lady Tremaine smiles. She puts her cane by the squire's feet, and then and then the Duke's like, no. He whips up the pieces and's like, no, this is terrible. The king, what will he do? And then Cinderella's like, well, perhaps it will be help if, and he goes, no, nothing will help. And she goes, but you see, I have the other slipper. And then Lady Tremaine's like, oh, and then, and the Grand Duke's like, oh, and then he slips it onto her feet, and it's a perfect fit. And then, chime 2, church bells ringing, dun 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 dun, and Cinderella is running down the stairs with her prince in her bride dress, and then her shoe falls off again, and then the king runs down. He grabs the shoe, slips it back onto her feet, and then she kisses him on the hand, and then he blushes, and then they go run into their little carriage, and then they're riding. But Bruno's wearing a fancy collar, and Jacques and Gus are throwing rice with the crowd, and Gus is eating the rice, and then they run, and the carriage runs. Dreams come true, and the horse is in the front of the carriage, marching proudly while they're like, and while Cinderella's waving with the prince, and know your heart is dreaming, and then Jacques and Gus are like waving goodbye, and then and Jacques is like, Gus, look, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. And she and the prince kiss as the carriage rides off into the distance, and then it opens out, zooms out of the book, and then the book closes. Oh, says the end, and the end.
Oh my God, it's so good, Miguel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you even have an audience outside on the street.